everybody. Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, Tim Bracala. I'm joined by the man in the hat himself, Nick Tuig.
Hello.
Nick, how the hell are you?
Good. I wore a hat today. Didn't have time to shower prior to this, therefore the hat stays.
Nice. Nick, I'm back in the swing of things as far as like hosting with you. I try to be here as much as humanly possible. The last few matches I've been here for have been interesting to say the least. So instead of having a water, maybe a non-alcoholic beer, I'm just starting with scotch tonight. We'll see how the match goes, and it's a good one. We got Javi going up against Mark. The second time, Nick. This is the second time it's happened. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Mark and Javi famously faced off in last year's summer tournament. It was part of Javi's sort of upset streak, his rookie run through the tournament. He took out Antonio, then he took out Mark. Mark, being someone who's challenged for a belt before, has greatly improved his record this year alone. He's on a hot streak. And I know last time we asked him, or shortly after that tournament, we asked Mark, like, who do you want to play? He's like, as soon as you can give me Javi again, please do that. So I know Mark's looking forward to this. But right now, Javi's got nothing to sweat about because he's 1-0 on the guy. And they're both great players, so I'm excited to see how they do.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. So let's get into it, starting with the promos.
Okay. Yeah, as you said, I'm back here doing this. I'm by myself. I honestly don't know how it is, when I'm by myself. Maybe I should go back and take a look. I like to keep up with things. But anyhow, I am playing Javi again, and Nick is hit it right in the head. I'm very much looking forward to this match. I hated how I played against Javi. It's probably the worst. It's probably one of the worst I've ever played in a trivia match ever. I think no matter what happens today, I just want to give Javi a better match because I think we could probably really put up some numbers here when we're both playing on our A game, and I hope we get that tonight. Let's go.
Javi, we're back. You're playing Mark, a thing you've never done before. It's never happened. I'm joking. You beat Mark when you were a rookie. I think you've greatly improved since then. Mark, as much as he's on an upswing this season, I think you also are. And I think you easily have this. You've played great in singles this year. You played great last year. Yeah, I think you can do this.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I really am. Although Nick said I don't have any pressure, that's true because worst case scenario, we're 1-1. I've not been playing well this season. So as far as I know, as of what has been released so far to date, Mark has not lost, and I have only lost. So this is going to be fun.
So Javi, you're supposed to say that you can't lose so that it shakes his confidence and you feel really good about yourself.
Bring his confidence up, and then
yeah,
I don't know, man.
In it. Bye.
One of these days, Nick, something's going to explode, and I'm going to blame every single one of those people that say light the fuse. What did you think about the promos, Nick?
I thought about them.
Great. Let's get into it, starting with round number 1.
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we enter round number 1?
No. Good luck, Mark.
Nope. Same.
All right, then. Your first question comes in the category of fandom quotes. Great. Which Marvel hero said the quote, "We'll play along for now. They'll take us in deeper than we've ever been. Get a chance to see how their world really ticks"?
Okay, so I've been off of work for 4 weeks now. I have another 4 to go before I go back.
Lucky.
Well, I mean, I'm taking care of a human while I do it, but I've been getting a little stir crazy. 5, 4, and I have things to tell you about that too. Great. 1, pens down. Let's go to Mark.
Didn't sound familiar at all. I said Blade.
And Javi.
I said Howard from Howard the Duck.
Blade is correct. So
What?
Mark gets that point. Your next question in the category of sci-fi icons. Who plays television host Pat Novak in RoboCop 2014? So I went down a rabbit hole, went on eBay, and I bought a original Xbox and an assortment of fandom related video games to play on that Xbox.
God.
It's wild, man. 5, 4,
How
3,
many? Like
2. I'll look at a sec. 1. Pens down. They're right in front of me. Javi.
Samuel L. Jackson.
And Mark.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That is correct. Nick, what's next?
your third question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, what is the name of Gilderoy Lockhart's autobiography he was promoting when Harry meets him in Diagon Alley?
All right. So, I'm only going to show you this one because you just named the movie, but it's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the video game.
Is it just like the movie, but in video game form?
Yeah, it's great. This is my childhood. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. 5, 4, 3. It's fantastic. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
Said the many faces of me.
And Javi.
Magical Me.
Magical Me is correct. So Javi will tie it up 2-2. Your next question is in the category of YA. Which YA film features a character being whipped at a post by a police officer? I'll show you the nod. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games I got. Only one other one is not Fandom. And it is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game. This is gold. Gold right here, Nick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. No. Thank you, Holtzman. Let's go to Javi.
I hate these movies. I said Catching Fire.
And Mark.
Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Yes, Catching Fire. Correct. It is 3-3. What's next?
Your next question comes in the category of horror icons. What is Nancy's last name in the original A Nightmare on Elm Street?
So I also got a Marvel game. I got 2 Middle-earth games, another Wizarding World, a Pixar, 2 Marvel, or 2 more Marvel, and a Star Wars. So that's where we're at. But in case they come up, I'm not going to show you. But
that's fair.
If they come up, we'll play that game.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
I think it's Thompson.
And Javi.
It is Thompson. I said Meyer.
Thompson is correct. So Mark will take another lead. It is 4-3. Your next question is in the category of American Spies. Ezra Kramer works for what government organization in the Bourne series? You played a GameCube, right? That was your console of choice. Yeah,
my bread and butter.
I loved the GameCube as a kid.
The Wii was okay too because you could put in GameCube games.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as just like the.
Yeah. It was a cube.
Oh, it's just great. 5, 4, 3.
I always wanted to throw one of those against the wall.
Down. That would be fun. Let's go to Javi.
Right. I don't know if I even heard the question correct. I said KGB.
And Mark.
Said CIA.
CIA is the correct answer. Nick, what is the next question?
Your next question comes in the category of Star Wars. Which 2 Star Wars films feature the death of a mother? Sounds a little wrong.
Also, we should say just name 2 Star Wars films that feature the death of a mother. Just name 2.
Is that a free repeat?
Yes. I'll type it in the chat. Nick, give the countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Okay, let's go to Mark.
Said Attack of the Clones and Rogue One.
And Javi.
Ditto. Attack of the Clones and Rogue One.
Both of those are correct answers. So we can accept both of those answers. It is 6-4, Nick?
That's correct, Tim.
The other answers we would have accepted would have been Revenge of the Sith and The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, so let's go to the next question in the category of Star Trek. Who plays Admiral Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness? We just said in the answers, one of the answers was Revenge of the Sith, and I got the Revenge of the Sith video game, Nick. It is so much. This is peak gaming in the year of 2005. Okay.
Great.
Are you just mad at yourself from that last question?
Yeah, but like, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Heads down. Let's go to Javi.
Peter Weller, dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Let's go to Mark.
If I had more time, I'd write that down too. Peter Weller.
Peter Weller is correct. 5-7. What is next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of Middle Earth. In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, who distracts the orcs that are chasing the company before they find Rivendell?
Would you go to Rivendell?
Sure.
Seems like a nice place.
Very clean.
That's true. That's true.
The older I get, the more I appreciate a nice, clean space.
Absolutely. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
Said Thorn.
And Javi.
Radagast.
Radagast is correct. So Javi will cut into that lead a little bit. It is 7-6. And we get to your final question of the round in the category of DC. What does Mina show to Dorian Gray that kills him in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? You son of a bitch. Love it.
Do ya?
Also, neither of the video games I got were the Unexpected Journey video game.
Are any of them LXG?
There is an LXG video game, but I don't have it. 5,
Sure there.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Javi.
His painting of himself.
And Mark.
I forgot you guys made this eligible. A painting of himself.
That is correct. So Mark leads round number 1, 8-7. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. How's round number 2 going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin first time, they keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1. And be on the lookout, as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are the Worlds of DC, MCU, Disney Animation, Scores and Soundtracks, Law and Order, Pixar, YA, and Star Trek. Take it away, Tim.
All right. Mark, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer to Javi?
You know what? I'll go first.
Okay. This is going to be your spin, Mark. It lands on Disney.
Yeah, we'll spin that again.
Okay. This is what you're stuck with. It lands on Disney.
Alrighty.
All right, Nick, will you please go ahead and read Mark his questions in the category of Disney animation?
Gladly, Mark, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Disney Animation?
Let's see.
Your first question. Which Disney animated film features a 3-legged dog named Legend?
Strange World.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who voices the robot Ben in Treasure Planet?
David Hyde Pierce.
That is incorrect. Javi, chance for a 2-point steal.
Martin Short.
That is correct for a 2-point steal.
Just got multiple.
All right, Mark, your third question. In Aladdin, Aladdin's second technical wish is to save him from dying. How?
Let's go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, falling to his death, B, burning, C, drowning, or D, being buried alive?
Repeat the options.
Okay, your options again are A, falling to his death, B, burning, C, drowning, or D, being buried alive.
Say burning.
That is incorrect. Hobby chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, falling to his death, B, burning, C, drowning, or D, being buried alive.
It's about time I got an Aladdin question. Drowning.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. A tie game.
That's not a knock against you.
Hobby
guys.
is secret Aladdin fan?
It's my number one favorite movie. Of animated, Disney animated, and animated. But
Okay. All right. Mark, your penultimate question in Disney animation. What is the name of Roger's dog, the father of 15 puppies and 101 Dalmatians?
Pongo.
That is correct for 2 points. And Mark, your final question. In Fun and Fancy Free, Donald Duck tries to kill a cow with what kind of weapon to satisfy his hunger?
Okay. Yeah, multiple choice. Come on.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, a sword, B, an axe, C, a shotgun, or D, a bat?
Jesus Christ. Might as well repeat the options one more time.
The options again are A, sword, B, axe, C, shotgun, D, bat.
All these sound insane. I'm going to say a sword.
That is incorrect. Hobby chance for a 1 point steal. Your options again are A, sword, B, axe, C, shotgun, D, bat.
between two, I'm going to say an axe.
Axe is correct for the 1 point steal and the end of Mark's round 2.
All right, so Mark gets his total up to 12, but Javi getting a lot of steals in there gets up to 11. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, so we'll bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Javi.
Thanks.
It lands on scores and soundtracks.
Here's the thing. I'm afraid of his two strengths. So, no, spin again. What am I thinking? No.
Yeah, we are close enough that you can spin for something that you really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It lands on YA.
You got this, movie. You hit the YA question in round 1. You are young and adult, I think.
I am.
All right. Javi, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of YA. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, your first question. Which YA film was directed by Catherine Hardwicke?
Twilight.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. All right, Javi, your next question. How many sections of the maze are there in the Maze Runner?
8.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, who is sent into Peeta's room while he is restrained to try and reason with him?
I think I know it, but I'm going to go multiple choice, please.
All right, your options are A, Finnick, B, Haymitch, C, Prim, or D, Joanna.
Prim.
That is correct for 1 point. Your fourth question. In the Divergent series, throughout her time in Chicago, Triss's friend Christina belonged to two which factions?
Which two factions?
Which two factions? Sorry.
Oh, okay. She belonged in Candor, and she belonged in Dauntless.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question, Javi. How does one of the right arm leaders, Mary, die at the end of the Maze Runner The Scorch Trials?
She's shot.
That is correct for 2 more points and the clean sweep. So, Nick, I have a great round for Javi, getting his total up to 20 to Mark's 12.
That's what I have as well, Tim.
All right, how's round number 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. We have 5 more questions. It's the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
Go, Tim.
All right, your first category you can bet points on is American Spies. Let's get bets, starting with Javi.
0.
All right, and Mark.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, your question in the category of American Spies. Who pretends to be a newscaster in order to trick Niles Delbrook at the beginning of Mission Impossible Fallout? This movie fucking slaps.
Cool.
Are you pumped for the Dead Reckoning?
Is there going to be a video game about it?
I fucking hope not. Yeah, we're still haven't gotten any more yet. 5.
Don't have a Mission Impossible video game waiting?
Hands down. No, we were close on the Disney, but wrong Disney category. Let's go to Javi, who bet 0.
Should have bet at least 1. Benji done.
And Mark.
Benji.
Benji is correct. So it is 14 to 20, a 6-point game. Nick, what is next?
Your next category you can bet points on is DreamWorks Animation.
All right, let's get that starting with Mark.
It might be over here, but I still got to go 2.
All right, and Javi.
Said 1.
Okay, what's the question, Nick?
Question is, in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Puss feels guilty towards Kitty because he believes he did what specifically to her in Santa Coloma?
I wrote this question.
You did do this.
How did it end up here?
Well, it didn't get asked in the match you wrote it for, and then it got moved, and then it got moved again. And here we go.
Cool.
That's the process.
I wish there was a Puss in Boots: The Last Wish video game.
I'd play that.
5 for the GameCube.
You could just make the question so that, you could just...
Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
Said leave her at the altar.
And Javi.
Leave her at the altar in their wedding.
Yes, both are correct. So Javi will go up to 21. Mark goes up to 16. It is a 5-point game. 3 questions remaining. The next category is DC. Let's get bets, starting with Javi.
1.
And Mark.
Why buck a nice trend, too?
All right. Your question in the category of DC. Which DC film features performances from Neil McDonough and Brian Cox? Sorry. Brian Penisy. You don't like that one, Maggie? The macaw?
Just
Do
said
you
penis.
want to play? You want to play?
Do you want to play?
Maggie versus Anna? Mayhem at the Multiplex? 6? Oh, wait, that already happened. I mean, 5, 4.
Lose so
3.
bad.
Give me a repeat.
All right, Mark, using his first repeat. Which DC film features performances from Neil McDonough and Brian Cox?
Maggie would destroy you. No, you'd get questions in movies you've seen and still not get them.
That's funny. 5, 4,
Maggie played me for the belt.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Javi.
Red.
And Mark.
Red.
And your winner, Javi Madan. The answer is red 2. Red 2. So both miss, causing Javi to win the match. Very close, Nick. If Mark had hit that, or even if both had hit it, both said red 2, we would have gone on. But because both missed, we wrap up the match 2 questions early. What'd you think, Nick?
Tough draw for Mark in round 2 because coming out of round 1, he looked like he was on his A game. He outscored Javi in round 1. He missed a couple that Javi was able to catch back up on. It was very close, tight round 1. But Mark coming out with the lead, getting confident, spinning first, and basically getting no opportunity to choose to play any strategy because he just got stuck with Disney animation and clearly didn't want that. But at the end of the day, Javi played good to capitalize on Mark getting a bad spin. So I just don't think there was anything Mark could have done differently. And Javi, all he needed was Javi to play worse, and Javi wasn't doing that today.
Yeah, I think Mark spins second, and honestly, like we're in a closer match here because I think Javi does well in Disney clearly by getting those steals. Mark does better in his strength of YA. I think we have a much closer match. Not that it wasn't close, but no, I mean, this was insane. So let's get into post-match interviews. We'll start by talking to Mark.
Mark, you heard me say it just now. Round 1, I think, belonged to you. Round 2 went to Javi, and with those steals, him being able to capitalize on some of those steals really put him a bit out of reach. Going into round 3, 8 points down and still making it a game a couple questions deep is definitely impressive. But at the end of the day, like I said, I think you just needed Javi to play a little worse today, and he just wasn't doing that. How are you feeling about the match? I think, like Javi said, this is your first technical loss this year. We don't count the tournament because you came in second, so no loss for you there. You've been having a great year, and this might just be a little bit of a step back.
I think it would be easier to think that, probably just didn't get my way in round 2. I mean, I think this is a good lesson to be learned here today, is to stop trying to outsmart the wheel, because it's a dumb strategy. So I thought, hey, I think the last couple of times I've gone second, like I've been the other guys got into strength, and I've gotten like shit. Here, it would have fallen exactly the way I would have wanted. I would have scored in soundtracks, probably would have crushed it, or at the very least, we're going into closer. And I had fucking red 2 written down, and I thought, maybe I'm forgetting Neil McDonough in the first red, and point is, if I didn't make a last minute erase, we're still fucking playing. So I'm upset. I think this is at least better than last time. I played Javi because I was at least alive, because that wasn't the case last time. But good for Javi. He did exactly what he needed to do. Like I made a bunch of trips and slip ups, and he capitalized on them. So good job there.
Absolutely. And yeah, Mark, listen, a lot of people have started off 2-0 against 0-2 against someone, and then come back and even it up. Look at Brittany and Joe right now. I definitely think the next time you and Javi play, there's still no one can go into that match definitively saying like either of you two is going to win. I think you're at a very close level play wise. It was just his day today. You are done with singles for this act, but this act, if you don't know, is actually named after you and your teammate Jake, who are in Act 4, back to Formula. So pretty soon, you can put down singles for a minute and focus on teams, because you and Jake got a number 1 contender match ahead of you. Are you excited for that?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll be putting in some work in there.
Sounds good. All right, Mark. Well, listen, great job. I think you did great. We'll see you next time. As we bring in our winner today. Sorry, I was looking at 2 people. Javi Madan. Mark came out real strong in round 1. Was outpacing you a couple of questions. At the very end, you came back. And then round 2 belonged to you. That was your round. You not only swept your category, but sweeping every single one of a possible steal really helped you. Really helped put you far ahead to where you could play pretty safe in round 3. You said it yourself. You've been not having the best year this year. Does this maybe make you think things are looking up?
Yeah, I've had a wild year. Not necessarily all bad. Multiplex wise, all bad. But otherwise it's like it's a lot of ups and downs. I really did need this win. I'm sad for Mark, because Mark really did play it like a phenomenal game. If there was an opponent's choice, I would have given him Disney animation every time. So the fact that he did better than, like, I'm sure he thought I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth or whatever. I've been putting in the work for YA and Law and Order. I told Holtzman, if it's YA, maybe we keep it, maybe not. We'll see. I'm glad it really did pay off. I wish I didn't shoot. I wish I would have shot for 2 with Prim, because I didn't know if she was there to comfort him or what. I don't know what it was. I'm glad to have a win. It feels really nice again.
Yeah, Javi had some doubts, and what I have to say is, Javi, it is the summer season. I don't know if it's still the summer by the time this airs, but the time this is filming, it's the summer. And because it's the summer, if you continue to doubt yourself like this, I will grab my nice new sandals that I just bought for my summer job, and I'll beat you upside the head with them, because you need to believe in yourself and trust yourself, because you played great today. You know, round 1, you kept it really, really close. And then round 2 was, as I said, your round. And then round 3 played exactly what we needed to. And yeah, I'm very happy with how Javi played today. I think he did a great job.
I agree 100%. Javi, we will be seeing you again soon. Early in Act 5 is the next time we'll see you back in singles. And actually, I'm looking at the schedule now. Tomorrow, which is September, by the way. Right now is September. Tomorrow,
sandals are still out.
Tomorrow, we'll see both of you back in teams in your first match in a while, since the beginning of the year. So should be exciting. I think you played great today, and if you continue to play like this, things will definitely be looking up. Congratulations on the win. Tim, wrap it up.
Okay, so our other choices we had, it was behind the scenes before. So we got the first 2 Raimi Spider-Man video games right here. Spider-Man 2, an absolute fucking legend of a game. A GOAT, if you will. We also got the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Fuck yes. Am I right, Nick? Then we got 2 incredible Middle-earth games, the Two Towers and the Return of the King. Both S-tier video games, and then the Prisoner of Azkaban to go along with the Chamber of Secrets. And last but not least, I thought it was so badass at the time that this game was rated T for teen, The Incredibles, an absolutely GOAT Pixar video game. I want to thank everybody. Thank you to the players. Thank you to the managers. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I have been Tim. We will see you guys next time with another great match. Goodbye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Giddy has to go.